This is music, and this is your local devil worshipper. In a previous video that I posted actually not too long ago, I showcased a haul of cassette tapes that I picked up in Mephisto's web shop. I liked the experience of buying from their web shop so much that I placed another order and picked up a whole bunch of CDs and some more cassettes. And in this video, I'm going to show you that haul. Mephisto is a record store in Copenhagen. They have a physical shop. I haven't been there yet, but I want to go when this health crisis hopefully blows over at some point. But I like the idea of supporting a local record store like that. So until then, I'm just going to buy stuff from their web shop. In both the haul I'm going to show you now and in the previous haul, they enclosed some promo flyers. I'm going to show you the flyers that they enclosed in this haul that were not enclosed in the other haul, because there were kind of like some flyers they enclosed in this haul that I've already shown. So I'm just going to show you those flyers, and that's just to promote the artists basically. So the first one I'm going to show you, by the way, if you want to check out Mephisto's Instagram and their Facebook and their webpage, there you go. But what I'm going to show you is a flyer that promotes Hadron's self-titled LP. It's out on Dead Bangers production. It's described as 8 tracks of high-class classic epic doom with heavy 1970s inspirations and strong, powerful vocals. Hadron, that sounds like my cup of tea. So I think my quest for this year will be to go to their shop at some point, if things make that possible, and I'll see if I can pick up some Hadron. The other flyer is this one here. That's Steel Inferno and The Earth Stood Still. Traditional metal with speed metal elements. Again, the Instagram and the Facebook addresses or pages, and of course also their webpage. So that's the promo material. So let's get down to it. Let's have a look at the CDs. In a video not too long ago that I posted, I think it was last year, I covered Agonize's demos in the Danish demo dungeon, and I mentioned that they had been sort of reissued on a compilation, and I actually managed to find a copy of that compilation in Mephisto's web shop. So there you go. That is actually very cool, I think. It's very fast and aggressive, almost technical thrash metal. So I think if you like stuff like Demolition Hammer, this might be your cup of tea. So they never got to make a full-length album, but at least there's this one here, and I would recommend that you try to pick up a copy if you can find one, if you like thrash metal. There's also this one here, We Meet Again, Alien Force, traditional heavy metal. I have on vinyl, I have their 2 80s albums, and that's pretty solid. So I'm looking forward to giving this a listen. I also picked up this one, The Seven Spirits by Altar of Oblivion. Traditional and epic doom metal, I would say. The vocals might be an acquired taste, but I like the vocals, and this is very good stuff, I think. I actually picked up the Salvation EP as well. So there you go. Pretty cool stuff. The next one is a blind buy, but I found the cover artwork so charming that I had to pick it up. It's Armor liquid metal decade, 2006 to 2016. Thrash metal, I think. But there you go. I also picked up Underdogs by Battalion here. Pretty cool artwork, very Terminator-like, but just a bit more horrifying. And this one here, Cobra to Hell. As far as I remember, it's just traditional metal. I gave most of these, you know, a listen. Some of the songs from each of these CDs a listen, and some of them were complete blind buys. But as far as I remember, this is traditional metal. I also picked up the Masters of Evil release by Denner and Sherman. So this is part of the King Diamond universe. They were both guitarists in Merciful Fate and in Bratz. That's a punk band that eventually became Merciful Fate. And of course also Zoser Mez. And then there's this one here. Then I picked up some, I think 4 actually, CDs by Deus Otiosus, a Danish death metal band, kind of like no nonsense, quality death metal. So I picked up this sort of compilation here that has Death Lives Again and then Combat Grind, which I think they are either demos or EPs. I also picked up a Cis Mortuus Mundo, and I think it's a kind of a compilation. There are 2 tracks on it under Cis Mortuus Mundo, but then as a bonus there's the Murderer album, so that's a pretty cool twofer. So an entire album is, you know, the bonus tracks, as you can see right here. That's pretty cool. I also picked up Rise. I know this one. This is great. The others are probably great too, but this one I'm pretty familiar with. Great death metal. And also picked up Godless, which I know very well too. Also great death metal. So from Danish death metal to Australian, sort of like traditional heavy metal, Galaxy, Lost from the Start, and also On the Shore of Life. So both by Galaxy. Very, very good stuff. Glacier here, and it's called The Passing of Time. And this one has received a lot of positive reviews and positive comments in the VC, so I figure I would be a sheep and pick it up. The next one is a complete blind buy. Infector, Let the Infection Begin. Probably thrash metal, probably crossover. You know, they look like thrash metal crossover dudes for sure. So Let the Infection Begin. And yeah, more thrash metal. A live album, and normally I'm not that much of a live album guy. I mean, I like Life After Death, of course. I like Made in Japan, the Deep Purple album. And then I decided to pick this one up, Invocator, live in Odense, 1989. And that's simply because, first of all, Odense is my birth city. Also the birth city of Hans Christian Andersen. And mostly, the most important thing is that these are kind of like old songs. This is from '89, so old songs performed live. I also picked up this, I guess, kind of a box set, Juggernaut, The Baptism Under Fire, and A Trouble Within. Speed thrash metal, very good. The next one is a blind buy. Riot City, Burn the Night. I think it's traditional metal, and I fell for the cover art, which reminds me a tiny bit of sort of the style of cover artwork that you found on many of the 80s Judas Priest albums. More traditional metal, Sad Iron, Total Damnation. This is the 2014 reissue, but this is 80s traditional heavy metal. I picked up Sandstorm Time to Strike because I liked the EP Desert Warrior so much that I decided to pick up a CD as well. This one, I was on the fence about this one, but I decided to pick it up. Silver Mountain, and it's called Before the Storm, demo 1980. So it's a demo that's been reissued. So this is Before the Storm, Silver Mountain. And then we go into the storm with Significant Point, also traditional heavy metal, Japanese, I believe. And then this one here, Stallion from the Dead, just heavy metal, because it says so on the back. It's out on High Roller. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, when you're dealing with High Roller, it's excellent. And the last 1 time out of 10, it's good. And then some kind of thrash metal, Terminalist, The Great Accelerator. And then the last CD is Wanton Attack, self-titled, out on No Remorse Records. So a good stack of CDs, mostly thrash metal and or thrash and speed metal and traditional metal. So let's look at the tapes. I picked up 4 tapes this time. Eternal Evil, Rise of Death, because you have to say death like that in the world of metal. Also some crossover thrash, Nuke, Delta City, and that one came with a you can see that, with a patch in case I want to make a battle vest, which is the dumbest word ever. Battle vest. I don't plan on going into any battles, and if I were, I would not wear a stupid denim vest. Anyways, some punky, crusty, speedy metal, Vapor, Violent, Primitive Force here. And some traditional, old school metal, Iron Spell, Electric Conjuring. So those were the items I bought. And they are very generous at Mephisto, at least with me they are. So both, last time they gave me a cassette tape for free. This time they threw in a bunch of CDs. Some of them are CDRs for free as well. So they gave me this kind of sampler split with the Forecast and, I don't know, Spitalfield or something like that. Probably, I don't know, I think it was these guys, Spitalfield. I looked it up, it said indie rock, where I looked it up, so might just be, you know, rock music. Could also be some kind of core, metal core or something, I don't know, but pretty cool, sampler split. They also threw in this, I think it's a demo, it's a CDR for sure. The Kill, Slaves of Sin, 3 tracks on it, pretty cool. And they also threw in this Red Heat Within by Stainless Steel. This looks like it's an entire album, it has 9 tracks on it. And this one, kind of, I think, like a demo or something. It's a CDR, but with a very professional looking sleeve. Needles of Pain, The Executioner, Stone Tears, Dust Rises High. That's the tracks on it. The band is Deliverance. I think they're Italian, and it's called The Executioner. I looked into it a bit, and they ended up actually releasing an entire album also called The Executioner. And then the last gift from Mephisto, a kind of a compilation here called Azores of and Metal. So I think it's metal from the Azores, right? The Portuguese islands. So that's pretty cool. There are like 17 tracks on it, and it's just 2 islands. So maybe they have an incredible metal scene on the Azores. Who knows? But that's the haul. Now, they also threw in some stickers that I'm just going to show you. They threw in like 2 of these. Support your local devil worshipper stickers. They also threw in 2 stickers with just the logo on, which I think is pretty cool. A tone wood sticker. I think it's a label actually. Cherokee sticker here. So of course now I'm gonna have to go and check them out. And then a galaxy sticker. At the shores of life, or at the shore of life. There's only one shore. And they also threw in a postcard with a personalized message on it, and I like that sort of personal touch. It says "Tak for ordren, mange fede titler, 666," which means thanks for the order. Lots of cool titles, 666, and I like that personal touch. So that's my second Mephisto haul. Thanks for watching.